Hey folks, Chris, and welcome back to another video. This is another request assigned from Curtis, and he wanted me to give my thoughts on a show that's near and dear to my heart, a show I grew up with, and it is a show called fucking DVDs won't see the fuck on my damn bed. That is rl.stines, The Haunting Hour. Now, this show was one of my favorite shows back in the day when I was a kid. I binge watched every single episode 1,000 times. There were a few episodes that actually got me that gave me nightmares. Now I got the full series on DVD. I got the full from 1 to 6. Got volume 1. Let's see here. Volume 2. Volume 3. Volume 4. Volume 5. And Volume 6. And there's like 4 episodes each on these DVDs, and these are only 4 releases they ever done with The Haunting Hour, which I think they should do every single other episode. The ones I'm missing, the ones I really want to see is The Return of Lily D, My Old House, Uncle Howie, but let's see, what's the other one? The Scarecrow one. None of those are on these DVDs, which is a criminally underrated show. This show was everything to me. Me and my recently passed away grandma used to watch this show all the time, especially around October, and my mom on this show was definitely way more darker than Goosebumps, even though Goosebumps can get pretty morbid too. But the way some of these episodes end is, I'm like, that was for children? Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, some of these have some pretty graphic endings, but to be honest, my mom or grandma didn't give a fuck what I watched. But they just wouldn't let me watch any R-rated stuff, but I could watch anything like South Park or Family Guy or shit like that, Adult Swim. They didn't give a shit. But some of the episodes, some of my favorites it's called Mascot, which is about this big yellow creature mascot thing that eats kids. There's one about a little boy who's on this plane and he's being haunted by literal death, like the Grim Reaper death. There's one about an evil doll called Lily D who tries to replace the little girl with the doll itself, and then the doll would take her place and transform into the little girl. There's one about a little boy, which is a rip off The Fly, and he turns into like this creepy bug creature, which is on the cover of this. There's one called Sick, which is this little boy who gets quarantined into his house, and he's being attacked by a big squid creature with like big tentacles, which is awesome. There's one about these pumpkin head creatures that kill people and takes place of its hosts, and they start taking other people and turning their heads into pumpkins. There's one called Alien Candy, which is about these 2 boys, and then they get into this alien club, and these 2 older teenage kids are a part of this club, but they turn out to be actual alien monsters that eat kids. A lot of kid torture in this show, but I loved it. I mean, there wasn't anything gory or graphic in this show, but this show got away with a lot of shit that's actually kind of scary. I mean, there's one called Swarmer Norman, where this boy is bullied to the point where he has nobody to talk to except this little bug. thing. And when he gets his revenge, he says he don't use these bugs anymore, and he shooes them away. And the bugs don't take kindly to that shit, and they kill him by a bunch of bugs crawling all over his body and killing him. I'm not joking. This was in a kid's show. There's one where Mascot, it ends with the two main characters being inside his stomach and screaming for help. Another one ends with Color Brush with Madness, where the two main characters are killed by this guy with a giant saw. I mean, it's a dark show for kids. But the one that really scared me though was Alien Candy. That one really freaked me out because I hated that kind of stuff as a kid. I hated aliens. They scared the crap out of me. When they bit off that kid's toe, that really bothered me. When the aliens, even when they're before they're aliens, they're like something off about these two kids. They're aliens. So yeah, it's a very dark show, but I loved it. I grew up with it. It's near and dear to my heart. It's one of the shows that will always hold a special place in my heart because I loved it. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. And to me, it's criminally underrated. More people should check it out. Whether you're an adult or a kid, it doesn't matter. It's a show for all ages. Unless you're a pipsqueak pussy and you can't handle tiny little dark scenes. But I'm not going to bully you if you are, but come on, grow up here. It's just a show. It's not real. But yeah. Definitely check out the show. There's a bunch of episodes that are for free to watch on YouTube. Please go check it out. Give the show some love. It so deserves it. Go check it out. Tell me what your favorite episode is in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. And I'll see you guys in the next one.